Welcome to LeadNetPromotion.com. This is LeadNetPro, the software in action. This is the exact software that you will receive once you purchase, and you will have access to generate an unlimited amount of leads from. What we're going to review today is the Yellowbook. Yellowbook and Merchant Circle. We're going to go through the directories to show you exactly what you receive through the directories. So you have a nice understanding of the type of businesses that you will be able to draw from. You can go to the yellowbook.com and merchantcircle.com, type in the type of criteria, and if they're the type of customers that you would be calling on, that'll give you an answer of whether LeadNetPro would be in your benefit of owning. So Yellowbook.com, this is what Yellowbook.com looks like. This is where we're going to be drawing leads from in LeadNetPro. So we're going to do it from the United States. You can pull leads from the United States, Canada, Australia, and the United Kingdom. The difference between the four is how the lists are formatted in the end in a CSV file. CSV is a comma separated value file. It's an Excel spreadsheet. That's pretty much all it is. It's just you can easily load that into other programs for easy access. So we're going to go into the United States. We're going to go in the Yellowbook extractor. All you need to do is fill out the information to start extracting the leads. Merchant Circle is the same thing. This just tells you where to grab the information from. This is very user friendly, easy to use. So we're going to stick with the Yellowbook. This is yellowbook.com. Now I have Delaware right here. I'm just going to stick with Delaware, and we're going to pick, say, let's say it says, what do you want to search for? Pizza, florist, Joe's. All right, let's use florist. I don't believe I used that in LeadNetPro yet, so let's see what type of results that we get. All right, so 975 results for florist in Delaware. That's a large list that you can have there. So what we're going to do is go to LeadNetPro, and we didn't enter in a city, so we're going to leave that blank. Now you can enter in a city. Now when you have a list of 970 plus, you're going to want to enter in a city to really hone in and pinpoint your target market a little bit, but for the most part we're going to leave it as is. We're going to select a state, which was Delaware, and we're going to type in florist. So what this is going to do is essentially what we did right here, but it's going to grab the information of all these companies right here, and it's going to grab anywhere it finds an address and a phone number with the company name. So like I said, 975. So we'll see what we come up with. We should come up with roughly, I would say, anywhere from the 300 to 600 range, somewhere in there, of how many companies that we're really going to pull from. But Blooms Today, FTD, let's see what this have. Let's see, Blooms Today, FTD. So you see that it's coming up with the same list. Now if I'm in Yellowbook and I'm trying to do my own search, and let's say I wanted to call every single florist in Delaware, 975 results. Now you can go from page 1 to page 2 to page 3. Sorry, I'm just doing this because it's taken a while to compile the names, address, and phone numbers. You can go to page 1, page 2, page 3, page 4. Once you get to page 4, you can only go to page 5. You can only go to page 6. So it'd be very difficult for you to call all 975 because you can only really go one page at a time. So 975, if I was making 100 phone calls a day, it's going to take me 9 days. Well, once I get to day 7, 8, 9, I'm going to have to go through each and every page here just to get to the end results. So I mean, this is still compiling all the names, so we're getting a pretty large list here. So I'm just going to let that run just because I want to show you a comparison of the exact list that you're going to generate. So all of this is included, but if I really wanted to go page by page by page, or even after I made the if I needed to be on page 20, I got to go one page after another. Now I'm on my laptop right here, and I have pretty high speed internet. I actually have Xfinity right there, and I can imagine if I didn't have it. So right here the extracting is done, so it picked up 616 out of that 975. So that's why I would recommend to really hone in on your list a little bit. So here, let me bring that up. So it went pretty deep into the list. I mean, you got to figure 600 pages. It went 60 pages deep into the yellow pages, and Blooms Today was listed there. You can see the results. Let me just shrink that for you. All right, so if we want to take a look at the results, again, I would have to go to page 1. So blooms today. So there's our list right there, and here's the list right here. So you can see the information in which it's grabbing. So it would just keep on going. You know, let's say number 10 should be Jen Moore Florist. So at the bottom here would be Jen Moore Florist. So you see the information that it's grabbing. Now it's grabbing the name, the address, and the phone number. It's not grabbing the URL because not every company in this list will have the URL, and it will take a lot longer for the list to be generated. But that's an example of what you receive through Yellowbook with these extractors. Same thing for Merchant Circle. If you were going to go into Merchant Circle and do the same thing, you would go to merchantcircle.com and you would get the same results. So what I would recommend, if you feel like this software is of interest to you, go to yellowbook.com. Do a couple searches in the industry in which you will look for your companies that you call on. If you find those companies or the names of the individuals, like you can do real estate agents, mortgage brokers, you can do doctors in specific industries as well. You can do dentists, depending on who you call on. Do a search in Yellowbook and do a search in Merchant Circle. Let me bring Merchant Circle just in case you don't know about Merchant Circle. Here's another one. And if you wanted to do the same thing, florist in here, you would have to see. Now sometimes the categories are a little different, so you can't really do a direct comparison between the two, but you can do all the searches in Merchant Circle here. You can do the same exact search in the Yellowbook, and then merge the two together and then weed out what the duplicates are there, and you can have yourself a very large list to call on. And then you load them into some of the other offerings that we have or other offerings that you currently have, and you can start generating your own list over and over again. You can contact these lists, and in my personal opinion, it takes anywhere from 3 to 7 times for an individual just to look your way when you're doing your marketing. Some individuals, it takes 12, 16, sometimes 20 times for them to hear your information before they will act on it. Now you want to, if you're going to go that extensive, you better either have a large bankroll in order to do it, or some cost-effective marketing techniques, and that's what LeadNetPro provides, cost-effective marketing techniques. So you can generate the list, and in our voice broadcast system, you can contact the list. So from here, this is the system, this is the back office of LeadNetPro. You can go right in here to the voice broadcast, and that list that I just generated, I would be able to load right into this application right here, and it will start dialing all those phone numbers, broadcast my message of what my offer is to each and every florist at least, or if I'm calling on doctors or real estate agents or dentists or whoever I'm calling from, the Yellow Pages or Merchant Circle, they're typically going to be the smaller mom and pop independent dealers, small business owners. That's who you're going to be calling. That's who's going to be listed in those areas. So you would load that into your phone broadcast system. Once you say go, it will go, and it will start calling, broadcasting your message, and you can drive them to a website. You can drive them to press 1 to speak with somebody, and now all of a sudden your leads are calling you. One click, they want more information. So it's a neat little feature to have. It only costs 1 penny. It costs less than 1 penny per minute. So pretty much it's 1.8 cents per minute, which isn't bad odds, which isn't a bad cost. So for each 60-second message that you want to send out to your customers or your potential customers, it's only going to cost you two pennies to do so. And for the most part, you're going to get people calling you back. So that's pretty much how the Merchant Circle and Yellowbook work with LeadNetPro. So if you're calling on customers from these areas, and I highly recommend going back in there and taking a look and see if my target market is here, I can get a hold of my target market quickly if I have something like LeadNetPro in my back pocket.